Hi, Professor Gonzalez. I am Maddie Hoinka. At first, I would like to start off by apologizing for any outside noises that you might hear. My room is pretty close to my brother's, and he's an avid video game user, so you might hear banging and or yelling coming from the background. So, I had a couple different favorite readings actually in this course, which surprised me. I'm not a huge British literature fanatic, I guess you could say. I really do like Shakespeare, so it's no surprise to me that his sonnets actually were the favorite thing that I read this mini master. I enjoyed Beowulf more than I thought I would. It's one of my dad's favorites. And so I kind of wasn't looking forward to it, but I enjoyed it more than I thought I did. It was an easier read than I anticipated. I also appreciated John Donne's, I think is how you say his last name, that Forbidden Morning. That was gorgeous. I really enjoyed that as well. But Shakespeare overall is one of my favorites. I've read almost all of his plays and own all of them and reread them. I love, love, love them. So reading his sonnets was actually really interesting. I read all of them, not just the ones that were required of us, um, since I enjoy him so much. And his sonnets just seemed so much more personal, which makes sense now that I'm, saying it. But I enjoy his plays so much, but it's a story, whereas his sonnets are just more life based. Whether or not they are or not, they just seem so much more personal, and it was more raw and just kind of more in depth of what he was feeling at the time, or of something like that. My favorite sonnet was actually the 80th one, which I've written about a couple times in your class in a couple of my responses. And I'm looking at it, that's why I'm looking down. It's the one about how he's comparing himself to a little sailboat on the ocean, compared to this other man in which he's feeling inferior to. And it just, even though it's so short, it is short and sweet, and I absolutely adored it. It's one of my favorite things that he's ever written, ever. So, yes, that was my favorite thing that we read this year. Overall, I just really liked how relatable, I guess it was. I think everyone has experienced that feeling of looking at someone that you have a crush on and just knowing that you are no comparison to all of these other people that like them or that could like them. And it kind of feels exactly like how he said, how you're sailing on this ocean and you just feel so vulnerable and so alone, and here you are staring at this bigger like yacht that has so much more potential and so much more to offer, but you're still here, you're still trying. So I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed your class this semester. Thank you.